Hi, I'm here with Lil Curbs, and Lil Curbs hasn't really seen the new any percent world record in Breath of the Wild. We're going to be reacting to it, seeing what's up, what's different, and how it's so fast. Are you excited for this?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I know my casual playthrough took 100 hours, so 25 minutes is pretty impressive.
Just a little bit less, yeah.
So this is second place, right?
This is second place, yeah. You know, with speedrunning in general, you always have like a preferred language. So the preferred language is French here.
Is it like less characters, or why is it faster than the other languages? Because I know usually when you use like Japanese or like in Odyssey, you use simplified Chinese. It's just less characters, so it scrolls faster.
I know that there's the audio file's faster for French.
Gotcha.
Like the dialogue takes less time. I'm not too sure about the text. It might be like 1 or 2 text boxes faster or something like that. Rasen has a hand cam, so you can see all of the just absolutely disgusting ways that you use your controller during the speed run. There's a thing called like a claw grip that you use for what's sprinting and everything.
I actually use that myself a lot in all my speed runs, and even Mario Maker I still use it.
Yeah, it's weird how that's like developed to be like the way to use a controller. It's terrible for your hands, but it's like kind of cool.
One big trick that I know, it's not really a trick, but like whistle running, right? It's like that kind of uses the claw grip there, and it's like pretty much the whole time, right?
Yeah, you can see. Yeah. So he's doing it right now. This is whistle sprinting. You can see he's using the claw grip with his hand. Right, like you can regain stamina.
Temperature's pretty low.
And that's the cool thing about the beginning of the run. I like to call it the stasis chamber. If you die from cold damage on the way to stasis, you got to reset, right? So a lot of runs are just stuck before getting to the first shrine in the game, because you have a time limit. You have to get to the first shrine without dying to cold damage.
So it's like it's bad for your speed run, and also you died, so it's even worse. You just reset anyway.
There you go. Yeah. Currently collecting some items for later in the run, and particularly to skip the tower, because I mean you skipped the opening cutscene, right? But you want to skip the tower as well, so you don't have to get that, and so you can just go through the shrines normally without activating them.
So I know that you have to at least get through like the Great Plateau, right? And then pretty much from there you can technically just go straight to Ganon's castle, right?
Yeah, that's the entire speedrun.
That's it?
I mean,
that's why it's 25 minutes.
Exactly, right? Yeah, it's kind of nuts. But for the overall speedrun, yeah, you go through the Great Plateau like you kind of quote-unquote normally would by completing all 4 shrines and then getting the paraglider. And then after that, rather than do anything in the game, you just finish it. You just go to the final boss.
Wow. I remember you were streaming a 100% run, right?
This is Amiibo, by the way. Yeah, this is Amiibo. So you just use an Amiibo card. So we can get this for later. You'll see what he uses it for later, but it's actually a really cool strategy.
Wait, this is like that boost thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the bullet time balance. Yeah, there it is. It was a really fast angle too.
You know, I'm looking at his splits, and somehow he lost time somewhere, which I don't understand.
Yeah, so
this looks flawless so far.
Yeah, also this is a frame perfect trick. So we shield clipped before. This is called ESC. Where you can basically just go through any wall in Breath of the Wild. Walls are merely a suggestion in this game. But yeah, he lost time at the very beginning split before stasis. He had to try twice for scope clipping out of the Shrine of Resurrection.
This was crazy so far. It's only 7 minutes in, and all the tricks going on, all the movement that states whatever launch you just did off the enemy. It's crazy. Would you say that most runs fail in early game here?
Yeah, I'd say like 90% of runs fail early game.
What's the point where you like call it a run? You know, like after this point, this is a good run. We're on world record pace or something like that.
For me, like I won't go past the Great Plateau if I am if my Great Plateau is 17 minutes and 30 seconds or higher. Then I won't take the run. Or if I fail the castle BTB, which you'll see later here, it's one of the hardest tricks in the entire run.
Wait, you don't even have a paraglider yet, do you?
No. Yeah. I was waiting for you to notice that.
He's still.
So right there. That's slate storage, and then this is unloaded magnesis. So I'll explain both of them, which is kind of nuts. That was a risky strat he could have died there. But the first one is slate storage, where basically you store the cutscene of opening the Sheikah slate for the first time. And whenever you open the Shiga Slate for the first time and you're falling, you don't take damage. So by doing it in like a particular way, he did it right before the BTB. And then when you do it while you're falling, you open it up. It's like a fall damage cancel, but like super quick. You just press the D-pad once. So that's it. Like everyone says Breath of the Wild 80% is pretty optimized. You actually don't need that. I mean, you can do it without. You just have to have like a god tier run, but you know.
Okay, I just wanted to mention that was super sick how he was walking on it as it turned midair.
Yeah, box walk.
Like I assume if you don't move, you just fall off, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You can't. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the stasis box walk strat is insane.
Oh, and he just does another one of those.
Yeah, you don't walk at all in this game. Like walking is a thing of the past, and this is the traditional fall damage cancel. That's what you do.
Interesting. Okay. This is insane.
I think you recognize that trick.
You know, seeing it done properly is very nice. Very nice. Very refreshing. So each time that he does like one of these stasis launches or like that quick time thing, these are technically not random, right? It's technically all under your control? Or is there a little bit of RNG to it?
As in like for that, like the height and angle and stuff?
Yeah, height and angle, where you're going.
It's pretty controlled. There's some variance with it. But it's if you do it the same thing all the time, you should generally get it.
Got it.
And that was the stasis launch. That's what was used to get around before like wind bombs were pretty much discovered. Like you would stasis launch everywhere.
Yeah, I remember seeing a bunch of clips on Twitter, and I still see a few more of just stasis launches everywhere.
Yeah,
so
they're pretty flashy.
So fun to watch.
This coming up is where if I don't get this like within 2 tries, I would reset. Or 3 times.
So is this
probably.
like one of the hardest tricks then?
One of the hardest tricks I do. There you go. Because you have to bounce off of his wrist right there. Yeah, and there you go. And you just skip the rest of the game. Yeah. That's it. You just go to Ganon. It's kind of funny.
Now you just gotta get to the top of the castle. That's it.
Yeah. So now this part of the route is just all like resource collection for the fight.
And is all that random or is it like set?
It's all set. Game? Yeah. So new castle route, which is kind of like the defining factor of this run here. Reason why we're getting so many new world records back to back is because it eliminates a lot of RNG. So you don't have to like rely on the amount of arrows that you pick up, which is RNG based. You don't have to like hope for a banana dropped from one of the
that's what I remember from runs. It was like super RNG heavy once you got to Ganon's castle, but I'm guessing that this just kind of gets rid of that, right?
I've had runs die to banana RNG. I want to say I'm one of the most unlucky runners for Breath of the Wild, because you have a 60% chance of getting a banana from one of the crates way back when, and that's why you got the speed which that I want you to see the reaction for you here before we go into that more.
Excuse. So that's what it looks like. Okay.
And then he uses another one.
Wait, no, he's doing another one.
Yeah. It's kind of insane, isn't it? This is how you travel these days.
He's just gonna go straight to the door, isn't he? Oh, that's so sick. Oh my gosh.
You see the game just says loading. And this is a fun one.
Wait, is that gonna hit it? No way. So that arrow is just gonna stay there throughout the cutscenes.
Yeah, so it's... you got it. So it's hitting Wind Blight in the cutscene and kills him before the fight even starts. Yeah. So it just skips.
What?
It just skips Wind Blight.
You cheaters.
Yeah, you got us. You got it. We're all cheaters. And you'll see in a bit, spinning to win is actually kind of like a broken mechanic in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, because it seems like you can get multiple hits on it, right?
Yeah, so if you actually face backwards to the enemy and start your spin to win, and then go into him, you can actually hit twice. You'll see that later when you get to Thunderblade. I'll point it out to you in case you'll probably see it. Like, you really have to contort your hands for this, but it's fast.
You have to sacrifice your hands to speedrun. That's what I've learned. There's no way out of it.
I did that with calculator for Nintendo Switch, so.
Yep.
Yeah, do hand stretches out there, guys.
Ooh. What just happened?
So you can just stun lock him.
Like right as he's like starting to stomp, I guess.
Yeah, so once he puts his spear down, you let go and you stomp down your weapon, he just gets knocked down again. It's literally a stun lock. It's kind of nuts. And the funny thing is too is that this, out of everything, it's a side scroller.
So he probably has like some kind of cue telling him when to shoot, or he just feels it, I guess.
It's the dialogue. It's the dialogue.
Oh, okay.
Because Zelda says something like now, and so when you see or you hear the now, then you immediately shoot, and then because it appears, and then the arrow in flight will hit it as it appears.
That's super helpful.
Yeah, but it's we've gotten over all the really cool stuff here. The only thing left is this one. Yep, you just wait until it opens. And once you see the eye, you can shoot.
That's when you go.
There you go. And that's Breath of the Wild beaten in 25 minutes and 54 seconds by Rasen.
That is
awesome.
Incredible.
Pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, any final thoughts?
I just think in terms of Breath of the Wild in general, this game's incredible. I mean, I only learned one trick from you, wind bombing, in that last video. And I was struggling. I was really, really struggling. I got it a few times, but to be able to pull all this stuff off, and like there was a frame perfect trick or something, and all these angles, speed, control, all these factors going together, it's just incredible.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. If you guys watching the video liked it as well, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Helps out, you know. We appreciate your faces. So thanks for stopping by.